Hey guys, it's Elizabeth. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do a video. I've tried to film this video before, but I feel like I just rushed myself the first time around. So this time I'm gonna take my time. So today we're talking about how I got over my arachnophobia with jumping spiders. So I'm going to introduce you guys. If you do not like spiders, if you're still not there, if you're not with it, don't watch this. But, I'll make sure I have it in good view. Yeah, okay. Sorry, viewfinder. So this is Spooky. This is my baby Spood. Spooky crawled in my house, when I was sick, and I was able to catch Spooky. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer. So see, it's just a little tiny jumping spider. Very small, very fun sized. Just like off in the little corner right here. I named it Spooky because I caught it at an age that is young, and I can't quite tell the gender yet. I'm just gonna put Spooky on my pillow, safely in the corner. And so when I caught Spooky, I was like, well, Spooky can't stay in a deli cup, so I got this really quick off of Instacart. I think I got this one from PetSense, and it comes with the pretty sure that's like coconut based eco soil, the habitat, the little branch, a little spray bottle, a sticker, and the little guide slash poster. So hold on, making sure I said it all. Sorry for not looking at camera. Let me see how to open this. There we go. Yeah, this one even comes with a poster, and this is like the different types of spiders I have. I'm not sure what Spooky is yet, but I have another spider that crawled in same day. I know, right? Like, what are the odds? And she is currently about to molt, guys. So I'm not gonna mess with her, but her name is Sunshine, and she's a regal jumping spider. So I have one regal, and then I have a mystery spider until it gets older, because I'm not very I'm not an expert. I'm very much a beginner. I'm not rookie. I know a little bit of what I'm doing. I had my first jumping spider was technically a male regal jumping spider, and his name is Zeeby. I misgendered him and thought he was a girl at first until I learned how to properly gender them. So for anyone interested in getting a spider, for a starter and for like a baby, like Spooky, for sure, this is really good. For a younger spider, for an older spider, I like the Zillow, I think it's called Zilla Micro Habitat. I don't know why that was so hard to say. For an adult or sub-adult, and then for any of them, no matter which age group you get, if you catch it yourself or if you get it from a breeder, you want this kind of fine misting like spray bottle. You want this. this is what you want it to look like. That way, when you spray the side of the thing, you can control how big your droplets are. The enclosure. I just can't say words today, guys. I'm sorry. The side of your enclosure, because you do not, I repeat, you do not want to give your spiders a water dish. They will drown. They will drown, especially unsupervised. So I'm gonna stick this over here because it is the one I'm usually using to water them. Are you gonna stand up? No? Okay, cool. Okay. I'm tired. It's just one of those days, guys. I'm just like, I'm ignoring it. I'm not letting it stop me. But anyway, I thought that was really cool, and I wanted to add that like that's the little setup I got for my little scooter bud or lady. Um, but like really like having these little guys like as a pet has really helped my arachnophobia. Like I used to be terrified of spiders, and I used to be a smusher. Sure would find my flask water or my flip flop and scream like like a little girl, like a small child every time I saw a spider. And like now I'm like, okay, buddy. So especially if it's one I don't want in my house, I'm like, so we're gonna do this the easy way. So the easy way is I'm gonna get this cup and this piece of paper, right? And I'm gonna scoop you up and we're gonna go back outside where you belong. And then if they refuse to go in said cup piece of paper, I do sometimes have to kill them, especially if I know that they are poisonous. Because I have a dog that eats bugs. So it's no longer like it's no longer like a I hate spiders type thing. It's a safety hazard for my dog and my cat, who also likes to catch and eat bugs. And I don't want neither one of them to die. So now the smoosh is last resort. And like I said, if I can't get them out of my house, like, don't want nothing bad to happen to my cat or my dog that are like overly curious. So that's the only time I smoosh bugs now, if I can't get them out of my house. Um, that is a lot of progress, because before I didn't care what it was, if it was harmless, if it wasn't harmless, if it was not a butterfly, a caterpillar, or a ladybug, it was dead. I mean, like, I did not like bugs, like, certain ones. I did not like, any other bugs, like, if it was not a butterfly, a caterpillar, or a ladybug. Like, I did not care. But now I'm more mindful, because I know, like, all of them have their own little benefits and, like, purposes or whatever. I just don't want them in my house with my curious dog or cat if they're poisonous. And I always do, like, if I can, like, take a picture and look it up before I go. So that's a lot of progress from before. Um, and like I said, now I've grown comfortable enough, now that I know, and I've like have knowledge of it. Like now I have like a spider as a pet. If you went to 13-year-old Elizabeth and you're like, hey Elizabeth, like one day you're not gonna be scared of spiders anymore, and you're gonna have one as a pet, and then you're gonna want to get more of them as a pet, and you're gonna like grow to love spiders, especially jumping spiders, I would have looked you dead in your face and told you that you were out of your mind. But here we are. And now I think spiders are cool. And I like spiders, and I'm not terrified of them anymore. And I currently own two. So I have Spooky, and then, as I said, I have Sunshine, um, who looks to me is molting. So another fun fact about jumping spiders, I just want to throw in there, like molting. I know I've said it multiple times. Um, Molting is in which like the process, if they're not like a full grown adult, where they shed a layer off themselves to grow. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Essentially, molting is their process of shedding the top layer of themselves so they can grow bigger. Yeah, it's really cool. Um, I got ZB, my first spider, on his last little molt before he become a full grown man. Um, and it was terrifying. Um, like if you do ever become the own one of these little guys, it is a little scary when they molt because they sometimes they take what seems like forever before they come back out of their little nests and before they come back out and be like, "Hello, I'm hungry now. Feed me." It's a little nerve wracking. For it. Well, now I'm like chill, like, "Oh, you're over there." I'm looking at her at my other dresser, and I'm like, "Oh, you're over there," and you're like, you're chilling. Um, but like the first time when like my first spider ZB did it, I was like, "Oh my god, like." Is this spider gonna come back out? Did I kill it? Is it dead? Did I do something wrong? Oh, it was so nerve wracking the first time around, but now I feel like, I got it down. Like, I know what I'm doing. You know, it, she's gonna be fine. She's gonna molt, and then however long that takes her, and when she's done, she's gonna come back out, and she's gonna be just fine. Um, but it's also still like a really cool process to see. I just really don't think I should move her enclosure right now because you want to give them like the least amount of stress possible when they're molting. So yeah, I'm debating. No, I'm just gonna leave her be. I'm not gonna pick up the camera and go over there. We're gonna leave her be, and then when she is done, I may like pull her out and like show her to you guys then. But yeah, like they're like really cool pets and really interesting. They don't live very long. I think the only max you can have them is like 3 years. So they're not like a very huge commitment. They're not very extremely like difficult to take care of. Like literally a little spray bottle of like preferably filtered water. Please don't give them sink water. Chemicals kill them. So obviously, like no chemicals around them or their enclosure. Um, you can literally go to the pet store and get feeder bugs for them, and then at the pet store also get tweezers, so you don't ever have to physically touch their feeders if you don't want to. Um, they're just like very low maintenance pets to have, and they're very, like I said, fascinating, especially when they go through their molting stages and stuff like that. That's been really fun to like witness and be a part of. Um, but yeah, like they're not all that scary. They're non-aggressive. Like I said, this is like my second and third spider, and I've never been bitten by any of the spiders that I've kept yet. We're gonna say yet because like I'm a big scary human, and they're little tiny spiders. They get scared. That's pretty much the only time they're gonna bite. Um, and from what is said online, because like I said, I haven't experienced a bite myself, it's going to be equivalent to a mosquito bite. So it's like, I get bit by mosquitoes all the time, so I live in Georgia. That and gnats are really bad here too. Just be like all up in your personal space. Um, so I don't think that's a deal breaker really. And like I said, just very low maintenance and very interesting and curious little creatures. And it's been really fun to like have them and keep them as pets. And it's been very also rewarding because like I said, now I'm not as scared of bugs because like I said, I took the time to do research, learn about them, and now that I know they're very docile and non-aggressive little things, and they're probably just as scared as of me as I was of them back in the day. um I'm pretty cool with them. They're pretty, like I said, they're pretty chill little guys. And if you have like a bug that you're just like irrationally like very scared of, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, get it as a pet, but I do recommend like stopping and like thinking like maybe I should do some research about that before I, jump, you know, straight to the idea of fear. Um, it worked for me. Like I'm no longer scared and have them as pets, so maybe a bit of advice that might work for you, might not. I don't know. Everybody's different. Um, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed the little yap sesh about spiders, and I hope y'all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. And I hope this put a smile on your face. Bye, guys.